I'm just starting this fucking thing over again. It wasn't running. But anyway, go ahead.
Uh,
Go ahead. Start from. So we were talking, yeah, about Cleo Roy being involved in Tommy Lamb's murder. That's the guy I guess he's asking me about.
yeah, Cleo Roy was made a brother, and Cleo Roy got to be a pre-transfer unit at Marion. Him, Johnny Campbell, Marty, George, Scape, and let's see, one, two, three. Yeah, that's it. I think it was four. They choked Tommy Lamb out in Ottawa, and they got indicted for it. Anyhow, Cleo went. He got indicted on the Santa Ana fucking racketeering case, and he took a plea. And he's doing a light sentence out from New Hampshire for when he was a juvenile. He shot a cop with a rifle during a house party. A bunch of kids partying, high on acid and all that. And somebody said, "Man, cops gonna come breaking up with your noise." And somebody said, "Man, I just killed the cop." Cleo said that. When they came, he grabbed like a high-powered rifle, a deer rifle, and shot the cop, killed him. Anyhow, so he's in that Massachusetts spot that Max is kind of a regional thing. Kurt King is, Tumbleweed is, but there was another dude named Kevin that Kurt wrote me from that spot up there, that regional spot, when I was in the main line in the ADX. And that's when I wrote back to him, "Look, you're Kevin Roach, we call him Wide Track because he's kind of fat." I said, he rolled over like motherfucking Starkey the Seal rolling over begging for a fish. So he's fucking done. And but he wrote me, told me, Kevin, I forget Kevin's last name. He got arrested. Apparently, some female turned up missing. Now, there's been different things on it. Like it was in connection with some drug stuff, or she was an informant, or whatever. But I also heard something about maybe some like sexual misconduct with this female, with this dude Kevin, which struck me as odd because he didn't seem like some type of motherfucking where they're from, like a rapist or something. They call them skinners. He didn't seem like a fucking skinner to me, right?
Right.
But she was killed, and her head was cut off, and it was put in a trash sack and buried. Now, I don't know why in the fuck you would kill somebody, cut their head off, and then put a body part like a head in a trash sack to preserve the motherfucker, and then bury it in the ground. Anyhow, they got that too. Somehow they found out the buried head in a trash sack, and they found one of his fingerprints on the inside of the trash sack where her head was.
What?
And he got rolled up, indicted for the killing of that female, and then he went and killed himself. He committed suicide. He hung himself.
No shit.
Yeah, which was fucking crazy. I forget his last name now. He when I was in D unit at Marion, I was on the second tier. I was on C range. He was on A range, right below me, like directly below me, and like one cell over. He used to do a lot of painting. And anyhow.
Anyway, I'll tell you something real quick, bro. Let me tell you something. The name of this place in Massachusetts is Shirley. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's Shirley.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Yeah.
That's the Supermax, right?
Yeah.
That's where Tumbleweed is.
When you first go in, you ain't got shit. You got to bring them like 60 or 90 days, no static and all that. Then you'll get like a TV set. And, you get gradually, you get more amenities, more little privileges and whatever, and all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was talking to a Mexican dude here that was in that spot, and he said he was on the line there with Kurt King. I guess Kurt was working in the kitchen or something. Somebody else told me about Kurt had his health wasn't that good, right? He was having bad liver problems, something. That's probably from shooting dope. See, he's done a lot of dope. I'm going to tell you something. I did his case for him down in the control unit at the ADX. And then he lost it. Max said he lost all the paperwork and did what he chucked it off. But I proved his was a unconstitutional indictment. And variance of the evidence, they amended the indictment by They actually never even indicted him for first-degree murder. That thing when he killed the guy in Walpole, and they left out the element of premeditation. I proved it was an illegal indictment. He would have got it reversed and got the plea. He would have been able to plead that he would have been out of jail, and he fucking lost his shit. So I'll tell you.
He killed himself.
You can only do so much. You can lead a motherfucking horse to water. If he ain't thirsty, he ain't drinking. All there is to it.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
That was ridiculous, man. Yeah, I'm gonna write.
Irrefutably proved. Supreme Court cases, federal appellate court cases, everything. Irrefutably, hands down proved it was an illegal indictment. They left out the element of premeditation. If you leave an element or an ingredient out of the offense that actually comprises the offense, you're not charging that offense. It's real simple. And they left premeditation out. You would have reversed it, man.
I just checked. Tumbleweed's real name is James Silva.
Yeah, James Silva.
Yeah, I'll write him this weekend. Apparently, they can make free calls from where they're at. They don't even charge them. It's a free.
They're starting to change that. That's like that in California too.
Is it really?
That's what I heard. Somebody said you can make free calls from California. And I'm hearing, a lot of fucking rumors, but I'm hearing come next year, 2025, in this system, they're going to be free phone calls.
Man,
I got about $2 left on my phone account right now.
I gave you a couple of bucks, man. In fact, somebody sent me money for you. I want to send it to you.
All right, good looking out.
I forgot his name. I'm going to give him a shout out here. I forgot his name, dude. I already gave him a shout out, but and I made a separate, short video and shouted him out.
All right.
I forgot his name.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Anybody that emails you or does whatever with you, and says, hi to me, just tell them I said hello. I said my best.
Oh, yeah.
Respect and all. If they do something, thank you very much. Tell them that tomorrow is the 1st of June.
Yeah.
So next tomorrow, I got 12 months to mandatory release.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
And I've already filed the second habeas corpus, file a second 2255.
That's fucking amazing, bro.
They're going to probably deny it. I'd say 100% they're going to deny it, but maybe 99.999. But then that'll open up the door because I'm arguing I got a structural defect in the trial mechanism.
Well, I mean, if they reject,
right? Now, if they want, we don't have to retry it. I'll just plead out second-degree murder. Give me a 30-year top, activate it in 95, and I'm out. And you can give me a parole. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can get parole whether you win that or not, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going up for mandatory parole in 12 months as of tomorrow. But I could get out probably 8-9 months earlier than that and then be on parole.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean if you win this the court case, you mean, right? If you win the 2255?
Yeah, if I win the court case, I could get out. I could get out this year instead of June of next year.
Man,
and they can still put me on parole. I don't care. 3 years, 5 years, whatever, right?
When I went to my last parole here, and I had over 27 years in, and they said, continue to expiration, and and that was it, man. I mean, the expiration was 30 years. You know what I mean? They didn't call me back after.
How much were you doing?
46 years total.
46 years, yeah, and that's how it is. It's an old life, federal life, or 45 years and over.
Right.
You bring 30, you're out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they gave me.
That's under 18 U.S.C. 4206 subdivision D.
Yeah. See, I went to.
You were under the exact same thing as me.
I went to parole board in Marion after doing 12 years, and they told me do 15 more.
Yeah.
I said 15, and that was the max they can give you. You know that.
They keep giving me 15s.
I did. I didn't even go back.
The biggest one I ever got was a 31.
You got what?
biggest hit I ever got from the pro board was a 31-year hit.
Can they do that?
The Minnesota pro board gave me a 31-year hit. That's where the motherfuckers. I had that case in Illinois where they're trying to give me the death penalty for aggravated kidnapping and attempted murder on law enforcement, but they started that shit, and the DA threw it out based on all the evidence.
Where was this at?
The government was making a threat on my life, trying to get me.
Where was
into a thing?
Where was this? Where was this?
Into a fight.
Where was this?
In Illinois, on the highway, in the bathroom of the shitter of a gas station that went down, and they accused me of fucking stabbing this fucking cop up. Anyhow, it turns out this transportation cop was the brother of the chairman of the state pro board. So for him, even though it got dismissed, for him saying, I kidnapped his brother, poked a few holes in him, and then had him chained up in my chains, and I'm driving the police car now, going back the way we came, and then I rammed the fucking car through a roadblock at, like, I don't know, the pursuing entourage or fucking caravan of fucking law enforcement cars behind me. Said I was going 85 plus when I ran through the roadblock, fucked the car up. They don't make cars the way they used to. These fucking cars now are just, and this is like a 75, because this happened in 76. This is like a 1955 police car, Ford Brougham LTD, right?
Yeah, they're big, right?
And, I think they were still kind of steel, but the motherfucker got fucked up. And I went through the fucking roadblock, and then about 100 yards beyond, I lost the right front tire, but I still had a rim. And then I was going for about another 5 miles, and then the rim flew off. And then I was on 3 tires, and they said, they thought I was going to roll the car. They said I was doing in excess of 105 on 3 tires. They thought I was going to lose. I ain't going to lose. I ain't going to roll it. Then they threw up another roadblock with semis and shit. So no Crohn's next, and I told them, okay, we're going to do the same thing we did last time, but this time I'm going to jump the ditch like Evel Knievel, and I'm going to go into a field and then punch it and then turn it. And if this works, I can drive right around the roadblock, get right back up on the highway, and just keep going. It wouldn't work if I would have had 4 tires. So I tricked him again. I was going wide open. I started hitting the brakes and dipping the right front tire, shooting sparks. Where the hubs in the road, I dropped it into low, and I got up in the middle of the highway, because I can pull a sharp turn to the right, because the right tire's gone. I got a left front tire. So I punched it. Oh, motherfucker jumped the ditch like Evel Knievel. Went into the field, punched it, got it floored, turned to the left. If I would have had 4 tires, I would have turned right around the roadblock, went right back up on the highway, and kept going. But I didn't have a right front tire that dug into the motherfucking hub, dug into the ground. It's kind of wet and muddy, and we spun out. That was it. And then they come running up. A big old corn-fed cop, about 7 feet tall, about 500 pounds. He's got a 12-gauge shotgun. Looks like a little BB gun in his hand. He comes running up, looks in the car from the passenger side, sees the cop in there, because we're both in street clothes. He's in there in chains, grabs the door, rips it open, hollers, I got the dirty son of a bitch, and grabs him and body slams him on the hood. And the cop's hollering, I'm the officer, I'm the officer. And another cop came up, hit me over there with a pistol. That was the end of that one. When they took me into Marion from there at like about 1:30 or 2 in the morning, I was in a pair of boxers. That's it. No shoes, socks, t-shirt, with leg irons, waist chain, a toe chain, padlock, my leg irons, waist chain up around my neck, and in the snow walking into Marion. That's how I landed in Marion.
Wow. That's crazy.
And then they threw me an IU. I run in Clay Barnett, motherfucking Homer Ray Matthews,
right,
and Norman Matthews. They were under investigation at the time. Not for the killing of Stubblefield yet, but they were locked up for something.
Oh,
and
really?
They busted little Matt with a zip gun. And that's when I first started calling him Zippo.
Yeah.
And then when they got back out the line, he killed a child molester on the line, came down to control you to see me. I seen him. I told him, man, what's up, Zippo?
Yeah.
And he started laughing, right? Yeah.
He was a trip, man. That fucking kid. He was a vicious little dude, man. You know.
Well, he was, you know, he was fucking about it, man.
Yeah,
He wasn't bullshit.
He killed
He
3
was
people.
facing a potential death penalty, I think, in Arkansas for killing a highway patrolman down there.
Right.
And he'd been in this system before. I think he escaped from the territorial prison way back in the early 70s.
How old was he?
And,
How old was he? Was he older than you? I'm sure he was older than you. How much? What do you think he would be? He's dead now. I checked. He'd been dead.
Yeah.
How old would he? How old would he be?
When I was 24.
Yeah.
When I was 24, he was in his 30s, maybe 34 or 36.
So he'd be really old if he were alive. Well, he's not. So he'd be in his 80s. Yeah, I mean, he passed away, I guess, about 10 years ago. I forget exactly. It was something like 10 years ago, right?
2014?
Yeah. He killed 3.
I talked to somebody. They said they seen him over in the hole in the ATX and C block, and he was sick. He wasn't doing too well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, golly, man. He killed 3 inmates in Marion alone. Just, I don't know if he killed anybody after that.
1, 2, 3. He killed the child molester on the line. He killed Stubblefield. The other guy's on the line. Then he killed Perry, the black dude with Homer Ray down in the control unit.
Fucking that was Homer Ray's second murder, right? And fucking, you know what? But
Matt took the case.
On
that? They got a manslaughter on Stubblefield, and then Matt took the hit on Perry, and Homer Ray got a manslaughter on that. If you remember, the max on a manslaughter at that time was 10 years.
Yeah.
In the feds.
Yeah, but you know what? He still got out before me. I'm like, dude, I got 1 murder. You got 2 murders, and I'm still getting out before me, man.
Hey, didn't you get a case with Buck out of Atlanta?
Yeah. I got 10 years.
Yeah, on that black dude, you got 10 years?
Yeah.
You got a manslaughter.
Yeah.
What did Buck get? Did Buck get a manslaughter? Buck get a manslaughter too?
Yeah, he pled.
Okay, because I remember when we were all on A-Range together when I came back from Springfield.
I remember, yeah.
And you were on rec with Buck, and I think you ended up getting on rec with Larry Lucas too.
Larry Lucas,
if I remember right.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Bo, good talking to you. You stay up, man. Send me that phone money if you can, and I'll holler at you tomorrow. Stay up, be safe out there, man.
All right,
I'm trying to get out there with you guys.
All right, cool. Be something, won't it, man?
Teach meditation, teach these motherfuckers how to liberate themselves.
Absolutely. All right, dog. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, do me. Call me about.
Tell Petty Blake Pirate I said hello.
All right. Hey, listen. You still there?
All right, later.
All right.